So this video is going to be about vibration and the rate of vibration and emotion, right? So there's two polarities of vibration and emotion, right? So you can have abundance and scarcity, or fear and courage. Now, the only difference between those two emotions is their rate of vibration. So like how water turns into steam once heat is added to it. So the only thing that heat is a high intense energy, right? The only thing that water is different from steam is its rate of vibration. The atomic particles of water and steam are the same. The only difference is their rate of vibration. And we learned this literally in fucking 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, right? So this isn't a new concept, right? Now, how you begin to transmute that energy is your emotional volatility, your spiritual energy. This is why, like, if you're a man and you have testosterone, why semen retention is very important. It's so important because it gives you that energy to be able to transmute shit quicker, be able to manifest stuff in your life quicker. So let's say you're like scared about some shit, right? So fear. Let's take the emotion fear. Now, if you're scared that this particular situation is going to go this way, you're scared about this particular thing is going to hurt you emotionally or something like that, like, all you have to do is literally sit there and feel that emotion, think positive thoughts. So like the positive thought would be, the emotion tied to that positive thought would be like the fire to the water to make it start boiling, right? So once you boil the water, once you boil that negative emotion, you will then begin to transmute that same emotion to the opposite polarity of what that emotion is, right? So if you're trying to go from scarcity to abundance, what would you do? So if this is what I like to do, right? Like, I will literally go into my bank account and stare at it. Shout out Neuro Knowledge, he gave me this method. I would literally go out into my bank account, look at it for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, however long it may take me to neutralize that emotion that I have towards my bank account. Then once I neutralize that emotion, once I've added that fire to that negative emotion, I can then begin to feel more abundant. I can then begin to see more abundance in my life. And once I see it, once I become it, that's what's going to be reflected into my reality. And my bank account is going to increase. Every other aspect of my life is going to increase. You can extrapolate that to literally every other aspect in your life. It will increase simply because you've transmuted that emotion tied to that experience or your belief and heighten it. You heighten the rate of vibration of the emotion, which is your frequency, to that thing. And your frequency is what's in your reality. Your frequency is your ability to see certain things in your reality. I keep bringing this nigga up, but if you put me and Andrew Tate in a room, he's going to be able to see certain shit in his life. He's going to be able to see certain shit in my life from a different perspective that I'm not going to be able to see, simply because he's on a higher vibration than I am. But we're literally all the same fucking being. We use the same mechanisms. He has the same exact fucking brain that I do. The same flesh, the same blood that I do. We all bleed the same. It's just our rate of vibration on this physical plane that gives us the ability to see certain shit, to experience certain things. And when you come across like a certain emotion and the contrast between that situation, it gives you the ability to see what you truly want. Like if my living situation is terrible, right? That's contrast. Then I begin to visualize what a better living situation looks like. That becomes my desire. I visualize it. I tie a high vibrational emotion to that visualization, and then I become it. I feel it internally, become it, neutralize the feeling to where it becomes normal, and just go about my daily life. Go about my daily life with that in mind, that end goal, that end slide image in my mind, and it has no choice but to manifest in my life, because I am that thing. I am all that is. I just changed my rate of vibration simply because I decided to think more positively, more high vibrationally about that situation, about that particular thing. Right? The common misconception that people have is like, if you see something in front of you, that means it's real. There is absolutely no way that we can sit here and quantify, like, if this fucking Chick-fil-A cup is real. What do we have to compare that against? When we go to sleep, our body is literally sit here dormant. You don't know what the fuck our body is doing when we're asleep. You can't see that motherfucker. We don't even know. We don't know if somebody in our room. We don't know if the TV got turned on. We don't know if the fucking is raining outside. Where do we go? Where does our consciousness and awareness go? You don't know. So, shit. For anything, bro, the dream realm where we go when we sleep, that could be the real world. The mind where we see everything, where we think about stuff, where we talk to ourselves, that could be the real world. But there's no way for us to 100% quantify that. The physical reality where we are able to like touch it is actually real. The only reason that we can actually physically touch things is because inanimate objects, their rate of vibration is so low that it becomes a solid object. But increase the rate of vibration of something and it becomes invisible. Take air, for example. We can't fucking see air. We can't see oxygen, but we know it's there. We're breathing. You know it exists. Helium, you know it's there. When you when you suck helium out of a balloon and it makes your voice go high, you know it exists. It's real. You've seen proof and evidence, but you can't see the fucking helium. Steam, for example, add high energy source to the water. A fucking solid object. Well, it's not solid. It's still water, but it's still there. A fucking solid object became fucking invisible and is flying now. Simply because you added heat to it. Like, there's really no way that we can seriously quantify that all this shit is real. So who is somebody else to tell you that your desire isn't real or achievable? How do they fucking know? There's infinite possibilities out here for anybody to capture. Literally, you can become anything you set your mind to. Now, how you figure out your way to elevate in your own unique experience is contrast. So basically what contrast is certain situations that happen to you that you deem undesirable or that you do not wish to experience. So if a certain situation happens and you don't wish to experience that particular thing, what is opposite of that? Like if my finances or my living situation is terrible and I work at a 9 to 5 and I hate my job, right? What would I need to do? Well, first I need to change my point of view on my current position in the present moment, right? So if I'm at a job that I hate, I need to stop having a negative emotion tied towards my job. So if you say, man, I fucking hate going into the job, I hate my coworkers, I hate my boss, I hate doing this work, I just hate this fucking job, I'm not getting paid enough. You need to take those beliefs, take those thoughts, increase the rate of vibration towards those thoughts. So from hatred to love, you need to love your job. You need to love your job and not need it. You need to affirm to yourself that I'm loved in the workspace, that I'm getting paid enough, that I enjoy my job. I enjoy getting up every morning and get to go to the job. Then eventually, the universe wants to give you more of what you are. So if you're love and compassion and you're happy and grateful and content with all your shit, you have really no choice but to elevate and to bring more high vibrational stuff into your life if you have that vision to even make that come to fruition. And this is where I think like where people, they get into like law of attraction shit. They start studying like all these laws. When people say like, yeah bro, you need to affirm, you need to do the 3-6-9 method, you need to write all this shit down. Like, okay, writing it down is cool. whatever method helps you get into your subconscious mind and like help you understand that like you are that, you can achieve that, cool. But attributing the ability to materialize certain thing in your life to a method is ridiculous. Why would you externalize your power like that? Like a big thing with, and this probably gonna like be controversial, but a big thing with religion is it externalizes your power. The only religions that internalize the power and give the power to the people and let them know that they're in control of their own life, those are I would say the most righteous religions. Because if you're constantly externalizing your power, you have nothing for yourself and you can't create anything. You're always going to be stuck. I don't think that is what a creator would want its own creation to be. Like if I created something, I would want it to be self-sufficient. I would want it to live a happy, enjoyable, easy, and fulfilled life rather than being parasitic to me. Like that doesn't really make sense. Like what do I gain out of that? I don't really gain anything. But I do gain something if I create something. I split my spirit and image into billions of other experiences, and I get to experience myself holistically from the whole wide range of emotions and vibrations, and I get to see what it's actually like to be me, right? And this is how once you reach like a God state within your mind, all your limitations begin to fall off, because you realize like nothing was really ever outside of you. You were the creation. You were the cause of all the bad and good stuff in your life. You just never were able to pinpoint or see or be aware of your own creation because you didn't understand your own power. And we're frivolously giving up our attention to certain shit, and we're creating certain stuff from that attention that we're just mindlessly giving up. And our life is just so all over the place because we never focused our attention on a specific thing to be able to yield a solid creation.